Get up right now and change your life? This isn't just a motivational phrase, it's a call to action. It's a demand. And here's why. The moment you choose to take control of your life, to make that one decision that everything changes from, you unlock your power. That's when the magic begins. No more waiting. No more wondering when the right moment will come. The right moment is now. You don't have to wait for permission, for a sign, for the stars to align. You just have to decide, I'm done with the old me. I'm ready for the new me. Listen carefully. No one else is coming to change your life. No one is going to do the work for you. The people who truly change the world are the ones who decide they are ready for the next level, and then they act. Maybe you've been stuck. Maybe you felt lost, unsure of which way to go, or afraid to make a move. Maybe you've told yourself that tomorrow, next week, or next month will be the time to start. But let me tell you something, tomorrow is not guaranteed. The only time you truly have is right now. The present moment is your only opportunity. So, are you going to waste it? It's time for a shift. It's time to stop sitting in the shadows of your own potential. Right now is the time to rise, to take charge, and to demand the life you deserve. This speech is not just words. This is the spark. This is your wake-up call. And once you hear it, you can never unhear it. The question is, will you listen? The power to change your life, to transform everything you've been waiting for, is within your hands. The question is, what are you going to do with it? Let's dive in. The power of the present moment right now is all you have. Let that sink in. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when you get that promotion, or when life slows down, or when the kids grow up, or when you've healed completely. Right now. That's the only place where your life actually happens. Too many people live in two imaginary places. The regret of the past and the fear of the future. But neither one can be touched or changed in this moment. What can be touched, changed, acted on is this exact second. Most people don't change because they keep waiting for a magical time where everything feels perfect. But life doesn't work like that. There's no perfect time. There's just time and how you choose to use it. The moment you realize that the future is shaped by the choices you make today, you'll stop wasting your now. Look around. Are you showing up in this moment like it matters? Are you treating this day like it has power, or are you just letting it slip by? The truth is, every massive change, every comeback, it all starts with a moment. One decision, one commitment, one fire lit inside of you. And that doesn't happen tomorrow. That happens now. This is your wake-up call. Not a whisper, but a roar. You don't get to rewind time. You don't get to fast forward. You only get the present. And if you keep ignoring it, life will pass you by. A world isn't waiting on the future you. It's waiting on the you who shows up right now. Stop waiting for permission, let me be clear. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you the life you dream of. No one is going to tap you on the shoulder and say, it's your turn now. That's not how this works. If you're waiting for permission from your family, your partner, society, your past, you'll be waiting forever. Most people were raised to believe they have to be chosen before they can act. Chosen by a boss, a gatekeeper, a system. But here's the truth. You don't need permission to take control of your life. You just need courage. You are already enough to begin. You are already qualified to start. You are the approval you've been waiting for. How many dreams die because someone didn't feel ready? How many visions go unrealized because someone was too afraid to make a bold move without applause? Every minute you wait for someone to give you the green light is a minute you could have been building your own road. Permission is a prison if you let it be. The doors aren't even locked. You're just sitting there waiting for someone to say you're allowed to walk out. Walk out. Start the thing. Launch the project. Take the risk. Set the boundary. Move like you've already been told yes. Because the truth is, the most powerful people in the world didn't ask to lead. They just stood up and started leading. Take radical responsibility. You want real change. You want transformation that sticks. Then you've got to take radical responsibility for your life. Every part of it. That means no blaming, no finger pointing, no waiting for someone else to make things better. You own it. All of it. That doesn't mean everything that's happened to you is your fault, but it does mean your healing is your responsibility. Your growth is your responsibility. Your future is your responsibility. Because as long as you keep blaming your circumstances, your past, your parents, your trauma, your job, you're giving away your power. And let's be real, blame feels good in the short term. It lets us avoid pain. It gives us a story where we're the victim and someone else is the villain. But it also keeps us stuck. Because you can't be a victim and a victor at the same time. One of those has to go. When you take radical responsibility, everything changes. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what can I do about it? That shift right there, that's power. That's when the breakthrough's live. Because when you claim responsibility, you also claim authority. You reclaim your ability to choose, to act, to pivot, to rise. So, what are you still waiting to own? What excuses are you still holding on to because they feel safer than stepping up? Today is the day to drop them. Not because they're invalid, but because your future is more important than your comfort. The lie, I'm not ready. That lie has stolen more dreams than failure ever could. People say it like it's a fact, like it's a legitimate reason to delay their growth. But here's the truth, you'll never feel 100% ready. Readiness isn't a feeling. It's a choice. Think about it. Every major decision in your life, starting a job, falling in love, moving to a new city, taking a risk, were you really ready when it happened? Or did you just go? The myth of being ready is rooted in fear. We think we need to know more, have more, be more before we can take action. But action is what brings clarity. Movement is what builds momentum. You grow after you start, not before. You get strong in the process, not in the planning. So if you're sitting on a dream, a goal, a desire, and waiting for the stars to align, stop. The stars won't align. But you can. You can align your actions with your vision. You can make a move scared. Do it scared. And sure, do it anyway. Because the ones who change their lives aren't the ones who feel ready. They're the ones who act in spite of the fear. They don't let the butterflies stop them. They let the butterflies mean, this matters. Let's go. Now, your past does not define you. Your past happened. But it doesn't define you. Let me repeat that louder for the people stuck in guilt, shame, or regret. Your past is not your prison. It's your lesson, your teacher. A place you've come from, not a place you live in. Too many people build their identity around what broke them. They define themselves by the pain they've experienced, the mistakes they've made, the versions of themselves that didn't know better. But you are not your trauma. You are not your worst day. You are not the labels someone else gave you in their moment of ignorance or cruelty. You get to decide who you are. You get to evolve. And that evolution doesn't require permission or explanation. The only thing that requires your energy now is this: who are you choosing to become? Because the power to shape your life has nothing to do with what happened before. It has everything to do with what you do next. Forgive yourself. Release the story that keeps replaying. Stop carrying bags that don't belong in your future. You've already survived the pain. Now survive the mindset that tries to keep you tied to it. Rewrite the narrative. Use your past as fuel, not a chain. You're not what happened to you. You're what you choose to become in spite of it. Break the cycle if you want to change your life. One of the hardest things you'll have to do is break free from the cycle of your own habits and mindset. People often find themselves stuck in patterns they don't even recognize, whether it's poor choices, self-sabotaging thoughts, toxic relationships, or just a lack of direction. The cycle might feel comforting, even though it's hurting you because it's familiar. The danger is that comfort keeps you trapped, unable to grow. You might not even notice that you're repeating the same mistakes, making the same choices, living the same story over and over. And as long as you stay inside that cycle, you'll keep getting the same results. Breaking the cycle starts with awareness. It starts when you look at your life, your habits, your environment, and ask yourself, what is it that I keep doing that's keeping me stuck? What pattern am I perpetuating? This isn't about blaming yourself. It's about identifying the things that are holding you back and making the choice to let go of them. Change begins when you recognize that comfort is a trap. Comfort zones don't just keep us safe, they keep us from evolving. To break free from the cycle, you've got to take bold actions, even when they feel uncomfortable. You've got to challenge your beliefs, disrupt your daily routines, and step outside of your normal boundaries. For example, if you find yourself in toxic relationships, you have to make the difficult choice to set boundaries or even walk away. If you struggle with procrastination, you have to break the habit of putting things off, even if it's easier to keep avoiding them. If you've been telling yourself you're not good enough or that you're incapable, you've got to break the cycle of negative self-talk and replace it with positive affirmations. Breaking the cycle also involves confronting the stories you've been telling yourself. You may have learned to believe that certain things are true, but when you look deeper, you'll realize they were only limiting beliefs that you held onto for comfort. To get out of the cycle, you have to dismantle those beliefs. Don't wait for the perfect time to make this change. Start today. When you take small actions that interrupt the cycle, they start to build momentum. Little by little, the cycle loses its power, and you gain more control over the direction your life is taking. Remember, you're not just breaking habits or routines. You're breaking free from the life that's been holding you back. Speak life into your dreams. There's power in your words. Too many people don't understand just how powerful the things they speak into existence are. Every word you say is shaping your reality, whether you realize it or not. When you say things like, "I can't," "I'm not good enough," "I'll never make it," you're literally affirming your limitations and building a mindset that keeps you small. The words you speak carry energy. On the flip side, when you speak life into your dreams, you are declaring what's possible. You are speaking with faith, confidence, and belief, not just in your dreams, but in yourself. You can't expect to create something incredible in your life if all you're saying is, "I can't," or "It's too hard." Start affirming your dreams. Speak about them as if they are already happening. Affirmation isn't just about wishing for something. It's about aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with the belief that your dreams are possible. What you speak into the world has the power to shape your reality. Let's take an example. You want to start a business. Instead of thinking, "That's just a dream, I'll never have the time or resources," start saying things like, "I'm working on building my business every day. It's happening. I'm doing the work to make it real." These are the kinds of statements that fuel momentum. Your belief in your dream fuels the energy needed to create it. Speaking life also means speaking positively about yourself. Too many people talk negatively about their own abilities or potential. Instead of telling yourself, "I'm not good enough," start telling yourself, "I am capable. I am ready. I am enough to make this happen." Speak strength, speak power, speak abundance. Your words are like seeds. Plant words of life and growth, and watch them blossom into the life you desire. Speak with intention and conviction, and your dreams will begin to align with your reality. The mirror moment. Every major transformation in life begins when you look in the mirror. Not just physically, but figuratively. This moment is the point at which you have to confront the truth about yourself, about where you are, and about who you've become. The mirror moment is uncomfortable because it asks you to stop pretending and start being honest with yourself. What are you hiding from? What truths have you been avoiding? Who are you really beneath the stories you've told yourself? The mirror moment asks you to take a hard, unflinching look at your life and decide, am I happy with where I am? Am I proud of who I've become? If the answer is no, that's okay. This moment isn't about shame, it's about realizing that change starts with you. The person in the mirror has the power to change their life, and they're the only one who can. Too many people avoid the mirror because they don't want to face the reality of their situation. They avoid acknowledging the things they know need to change because it's too painful or uncomfortable. But change requires you to be real with yourself. It requires you to look at your mistakes, your regrets, your fears, and then choose to move beyond them. The mirror moment is where self-awareness begins. It's where you stop playing the victim and stop blaming external circumstances for your life's outcome. This moment is your power. It's where you take responsibility and decide, I'm going to make this life what I want it to be. The best part of the mirror moment is that once you decide to embrace it, transformation can begin instantly. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need the courage to be honest with yourself, look at what needs to change, and commit to the next step. Discomfort means you're growing. Here's the truth. If you're not uncomfortable, you're probably not growing. Growth doesn't happen in the safety of your comfort zone. It happens when you push yourself to do things you've never done, when you face the unknown, when you stretch beyond what you thought was possible. So many people avoid discomfort because it feels scary or uncertain. They avoid challenges because they fear failure, rejection, or disappointment. But if you want to change your life, you have to get comfortable with discomfort. Think about the most successful people in the world. They didn't get there by playing it safe. They didn't get there by sticking with what was easy. They got there by embracing discomfort and using it as a catalyst for growth. Discomfort is a sign that you're expanding, that you're moving in a direction that's unfamiliar and unknown. And that's the only place where real growth happens. If you've never been afraid, you've probably never taken a chance. If you've never felt uncertain, you've probably never pushed yourself. If you've never failed, you've probably never learned. Discomfort is not your enemy, it's your teacher. So, embrace the discomfort. Use it. Let it push you forward even when you're scared. Let it become the fuel that drives you toward the life you want to create. You're one decision away. This is the truth that can change everything. You're only one decision away from the life you want. Just one. It might not feel that way because you're caught up in the small steps, the planning, the waiting, the hesitation. But at any given moment, you have the power to make a decision that shifts everything in your life. Maybe it's deciding to walk away from a toxic relationship. Maybe it's deciding to leave a dead-end job and chase your dreams. Maybe it's deciding to take care of your health or to finally speak your truth. The choice is always there. And the best part is you don't need 100 perfect steps. You only need one bold decision. That decision could be the moment you decide to believe in yourself. It could be the moment you decide to let go of your fears, your doubts, and your excuses. When you make that decision, you send a message to the universe. I'm ready for more. I'm ready to step into the life I've been dreaming of. And everything will begin to align to support you. That's the magic of making a decision. You don't need to know how it's all going to play out. You just need to make it. And once you do, the universe will find ways to support you, open doors, send opportunities, and put people in your path who will help you get there. So stop overthinking. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the decision to make it happen. The time is now. This moment, this very second, is the most powerful time you'll ever have to make a decision that changes everything. So ask yourself, right here, right now, what are you going to do with this moment? Because right now is all you have. Not tomorrow, not next year, not after you've figured it all out. It's all happening right here, right now. And if you don't act now, this moment will slip through your fingers and you'll be left wondering, what if? You have the power to transform your life, and it starts today. This is the moment where you choose to stop waiting for things to be perfect and decide to make something incredible happen, even if you're scared, even if you don't have all the answers. Action is the only thing that matters right now. The excuses, the fears, the I'm not ready, they don't matter. What matters is your commitment to rise. It's time to stop pretending like your past mistakes, your failures, or your circumstances define you. They don't. You are not your past, you are not your setbacks, and you are certainly not your fears. You are what you choose to be today. The future is not determined by where you've been, it's determined by the actions you take from this moment forward. The question is, will you choose to break free from the chains that hold you back? You are one decision away from a life that you've only dreamed of. That's not an exaggeration. One decision can be the spark that ignites everything. One decision to leave behind what no longer serves you. One decision to rise above fear and doubt. One decision to believe in yourself enough to take that first step toward your vision. It's all within your grasp. But here's the truth: no one else is coming to save you. No one else is going to make that decision for you. You have to choose. You have to choose to rise above the noise, above the distractions, above the doubts, and stand firm in your own power. You are the hero of your own story. And the greatest heroes are the ones who make the hard choices. The ones who step into the unknown, the ones who keep going even when it feels impossible. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be smooth, but it will be worth it. Every challenge, every obstacle, every setback is simply preparing you for the greatness that lies ahead. It's molding you, shaping you, and building you into the person who can handle the life you're destined for. So, I ask you once again, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay where you are, trapped in the cycle of inaction and regret? Or will you stand up, take that first step, and commit to the person you are capable of becoming? Remember this, you are the only one who can change your life. You hold the power. The universe is waiting for you to make your move. The world is waiting for you to step into your greatness, to live your truth, and to become the version of yourself you were always meant to be. Right now, you have the opportunity to leave behind everything that's holding you back. You can let go of the fears, the doubts, the excuses, and the not enoughs. This is your time. So make that decision. Step into your power. Rise. Get up right now and change your life. The world needs you to show up. Your future is waiting for you. And the only question left is, will you answer the call? Let's go!